You're a Social Security recipient wondering when your next payment boost is coming. This video could change your July and potentially your entire financial future. Senator Schumer and the Treasury Department just finalized a groundbreaking auto deposit plan that puts $2,400 and $3,200 directly into qualifying seniors' accounts, with the first wave hitting on July 17th. I'm Beckett, and I've been helping seniors navigate Social Security benefits for over 10 years. I've seen firsthand how confusing the system can be and how much these payment changes actually matter to real families. Today, I'm breaking down exactly who gets what, when they get it, and, this is crucial, who's being left out of this plan entirely. By the end of this video, you'll know your exact payment date, whether you qualify for the $2,400 or $3,200 tier, and most importantly, what action you need to take right now to secure your benefits. This isn't just another government promise. These payments are already being processed, and missing the window could cost you thousands. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we dive into these new Social Security payments, I want to connect with you. Drop a comment below and let me know what city and state you're watching from. I love seeing our community span across the country, and it helps me understand where you're dealing with the highest cost of living increases. We know times are tough for seniors right now. Groceries are still sky high, rent keeps climbing, and your Social Security payments haven't kept pace with real inflation. That's exactly why this new auto deposit plan matters so much. For many of you, this could be the difference between struggling to pay bills and having some breathing room for the first time in years. Here's what we're covering today. First, I'll walk you through the exact payment schedule when your money hits based on your birthday and benefit type. Then, we'll break down the new bill itself, including who wins big and who unfortunately gets left behind. Finally, I'll share what Congress should have included but didn't, and what that means for your long-term financial security. Let's start with the timeline, because this is where most people get confused. The July 17th date isn't universal, it's just the first wave. If you were born between the 1st and 10th of any month, and you're receiving standard Social Security retirement benefits, your $2,400 payment hits on July 17th. This applies to about 12 million Americans. Born between the 11th and 20th, your turn is July 24th. Same $2,400 amount for standard benefits. The final wave covers birthdays from the 21st to the 31st, also receiving payments on July 31st. Now here's where it gets interesting. The $3,200 payments follow a different schedule entirely because they're tied to a separate emergency cost of living adjustment. If you're receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI, and your monthly benefit is already above $1,200, you qualify for the larger $3,200 payment. This hits all qualifying accounts on August 3rd, regardless of birthday. Supplemental Security Income recipients get their $2,400 boost on August 10th, with one important caveat. You must have been receiving SSI for at least 6 consecutive months as of June 2025. Let me give you a real example. Margaret from Phoenix receives $1,800 monthly in Social Security retirement benefits, and she was born on March 15th. She'll get her $2,400 payment on July 24th. Her neighbor, Robert, gets $1,350 in SSDI benefits, so he qualifies for the $3,200 payment on August 3rd. Let's talk about who's hitting the jackpot with this plan. Standard Social Security recipients are the biggest winners. If you're getting retirement benefits, survivor benefits, or family benefits, you're looking at $2,400 extra this summer. For someone receiving the average Social Security payment of $1,650 per month, this represents nearly 1.5 months of additional income. High-benefit SSDI recipients, SSDI recipients actually come out ahead. The $3,200 payment recognizes that disabled individuals often face higher medical costs and limited earning potential. If you're already receiving more than $1,200 monthly in SSDI, this payment could cover several months of prescription costs or medical equipment. Long-term SSI recipients get included too. The 6-month requirement ensures the money goes to people who've been consistently dependent on these benefits, not those who might be temporarily receiving assistance. Here's a concrete example. Maria from Tampa gets $1,450 in Social Security retirement benefits. She'll receive $2,400 on July 24th because she was born on the 18th. Her son David receives $1,380 in SSDI benefits, so he gets $3,200 on August 3rd. Together, this family sees a $5,600 boost this summer. Unfortunately, several groups are getting left behind, and this is where the bill shows its limitations. New SSI recipients who haven't been on benefits for 6 months get nothing. This seems particularly unfair since these are often people who just became disabled or hit rock bottom financially. Low-income workers who don't qualify for any government benefits are completely excluded. If you're working part-time, making $15,000 a year without Social Security eligibility, you get zero help, despite facing the same inflation pressures. Federal retirees receiving Civil Service Retirement System or Federal Employees Retirement System benefits aren't included. This affects about 2.7 million Americans who work their entire careers in government service. Veterans receiving only VA disability compensation without Social Security benefits also miss out. This creates a bizarre situation where a disabled veteran might receive nothing, while a civilian with similar disabilities gets thousands. The most frustrating exclusion? Young, disabled adults who became disabled before accumulating enough work credits for SSDI. They often receive the lowest SSI payments but face the highest medical costs, yet they're excluded if they haven't been on benefits long enough. Congress had a real opportunity here, but they left money on the table and people behind. Here's what they should have included. Universal inflation adjustment. Instead of arbitrary payment amounts, they should have tied these payments to actual regional cost of living differences. $2,400 goes much further in rural Arkansas than in San Francisco. Medicare premium relief Social Security recipients are getting hammered by Medicare premium increases. They should have included a temporary freeze on Part B premiums for 2025. Prescription drug coverage with Medicare Part D costs still rising. They could have included a $500 prescription drug credit for all Medicare beneficiaries. Expanded eligibility. The 6-month SSI requirement is bureaucratic nonsense. If someone qualifies for SSI, they're struggling financially, period. They should get the same relief. Automatic future adjustments. Instead of one-time payments, they should have created an automatic trigger for additional payments when inflation exceeds 4% annually. Most importantly, they should have included working seniors who are still paying into Social Security but haven't retired yet. These folks are getting crushed by inflation while still contributing to the system. Let's wrap this up with what you need to do right now. First, check your birth date and benefit type to confirm your payment date. Mark it on your calendar and set up account alerts so you know when the money hits. Second, if you're in one of the excluded groups we talked about, contact your representatives. This bill isn't final law yet, and there's still time to push for expanded eligibility. Third, start planning how to use this money strategically. This is a one-time boost, not a permanent increase. Consider paying down high-interest debt, building an emergency fund, or investing in things that will save you money long-term. If this video helped clarify the new payment plan, smash that like button. It really helps the channel reach more seniors who need this information. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because benefit rules change constantly, and I want to make sure you never miss an update that could affect your financial security. Drop a comment below and let me know, are you planning to receive the $2,400 or $3,200 payment? And what's the first thing you'll do with that money? I read every single comment and love hearing your stories. Next week, I'm breaking down the proposed changes to Medicare Part D that could save you hundreds on prescription drugs. These changes are flying under the radar, but they could be huge for anyone spending more than $100 monthly on medications. Until then, stay informed, stay empowered, and remember, your benefits are earned, not given. You've paid into this system your entire working life, and you deserve every penny you're entitled to. I'll see you in the next video.